everyone, and welcome to another high-elo game of Age of Empires. Today it's so hot outside that we're cranking the AC, but also at the same time waiting for hail to drop from the sky. Try to make sense of that. But in any event, we are indoors, we are sitting down and comfortable, getting ready to watch the Viper playing as the Hindustanis in yellow take on Hera, playing as the Vikings in blue. Now, while the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings and try to go up to Feudal, gobble as fast as possible, let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now, the Hindustanis are a Civ that pushes its players towards an army comp made out of gunpowder and camels. To start with, all Hindustani gunpowder units come with extra armors, and their hand cannoneers can be upgraded to get extra range, making them even deadlier on the field of battle. Their camels also come with a few cool features. First, they have an attack bonus against buildings, which actually addresses one of my main issues with camels, which is that they absolutely suck at destroying buildings. Second, their camel units attack faster. And third, they have access to the Imperial Camel Rider, a fairly strong, very tanky, super fast, upgraded version of the already powerful Heavy Camel Rider. Now, to defend their hand cannoneers from pesky, annoying ranged units that might want to snipe them on the field of battle, the Hindustanis can field a second unique unit. I am referring to the Gulam. This is an anti-archer infantry unit that moves quickly, has high pierce armor, and an attack bonus against archers, and whose spear can actually damage or injure multiple units at once. Now, to support the quick production of their expensive army, Hindustani villagers become progressively cheaper starting in Dark Age from 5% all the way up to 20%, and the Hindustani economy can be made incredibly efficient by increasing the speed of all gold income by 10%. I'm talking gold miners, I'm talking relic gold goes up and up and up 10% faster, and they can also reduce their market commodity trading fee from 30% to 10%. Now, across the cenotes, grasslands, and adorable pawns, we've got Hera playing as the Vikings. This is a Civ that focuses on their infantry. Starting in Feudal, all Viking infantry get more HP and can be upgraded to get an attack boost against cavalry and camel units, which, who knows, might come in handy should the Viper decide to go that route. Now, this boost benefit this boost that I just mentioned benefits the first unique unit of the Vikings, the Berserker. This is a durable, well-armored, strong infantry unit whose health automatically regenerates at a rate of 40 HP per minute. Looks like a Javelina managed to get a few tusk shots at this villager. Gets maybe one last one, or did it actually get one last one? I can't tell. I wasn't really looking at her HP. In any event, the Vikings, their archer line units can be upgraded to get a small attack boost, making them a little bit more deadly on the field of battle. And on their end, to help them afford their army, they get wheelbarrow and handcart for free. And their infantry, which as you'll see or have seen, or if you've been listening to the description for the last minute, have heard, already come with a few cool features. Their infantry can be upgraded even more to earn gold when they kill villagers, monks, and trade units. And although I don't really expect to see trade units out of the Viper, maybe some monks, maybe some villagers, this is potentially a very deadly matchup between these two players. Not only are they these two players, the Viper and Hera, playing in their, let's call them ancestral colors here. Look at this double push. You know when a door says pull or push and you can only do one? Hera does both and gets both. But as I said, not only is it these two particular players, it is also these two particular civilizations. Both of them coming with some very strong economic features. Both of them coming with some very strong potential armies. I mean, you've got infantry that can knock down archer units. The second that left my mouth, I knew there was a mistake. That they can knock down cavalry and camel units. They've got archers with extra attack. On the other hand, you've got Shatagni hand cannoneers, Imperial camels. Very fun matchup. I'm predicting right now. That being said, watch the game end in like the next 3 minutes or so. But you know what? If it ends in the next 3 minutes, you probably won't be even hearing my voice, because I'll probably not even post it in any event. Let's take a look at the bases, see if any players at any kind of advantage or disadvantage. Oh, I'm already noticing something very annoying for the Viper. Take a look at his base. Do Do you see this giant hill to the north? And giant hill to the south. Look at the Viper. He's wedged already naturally by the landscape into a tiny fraction of the map. This corner, primary stone exposed in the front, forming part of a wall off. Primary gold a little bit off to the side. And then a few resources, or rather a few more piles of stone, but the other gold very exposed to the front. Hera, primary gold forward facing, primary stone forward facing, secondary stone also kind of off to the side, but his gold's even more exposed. But I'm going to zoom out. Take a look at Hera. How much room does he have to expand his settlement if he wants to? And the reason I'm making such a big deal of this is because the Viper needs to get control of this hill ASAP. Otherwise, any structures down here, remember, in Age of Empires, units that are on the high ground do 25% more damage. That includes trebuchets. That includes archers, which already for the Vikings can come with an extra attack. Oh, mama, this is going to be an interesting matchup. If Hera decides to put on pressure, that being said, we'll see who decides to put on pressure. What kind of tree are you? A jungle. Okay. Getting a bit of berries. Both players are up to feudal. Identical villager count, basically very similar military count, although army composition is wildly different. 3 scouts are out on the map for our Hindustani, an archer, a scout, and 2 spearmen for our Viking. Remember, we are in feudal, so this spearman is going to come with extra HP, which is why he's at 54 and not 45. And now the Viper has shown up. Spearman says howdy doody. And the Viper backs away because even one spearman right now is enough. Although maybe with the high ground. I mean, he'll definitely kill the spearman, but he might lose one of his scouts. Definitely will get injured significantly. Is this fully walled off? Yes, it is. Okay, so Hera really has nothing to worry about here. The Viper doesn't really have any melee units. He can sneak in through the back with 3 scouts. Where is the 4th, by the way? He's just kind of hanging out next to the stable. Okay. A bit on reserve duty, I guess, patrolling the home base. Man, I can't get over this. What a sour spawn. These 2 hills. I mean, you can't build anything on this hill. Towers, I guess. But what a waste of real estate. That being said, Hera doesn't really look like he's interested in expanding his settlement at the moment anyway. He is creating a Mr. Yo-like enclave for himself. And the Viper sees the spearman, creates their natural predator, the skirmisher. We'll see how many he decides to create before releasing them onto the map, onto the field of battle. Both players kind of just hanging out. Let's see what they've seen of each other's bases. Hera has seen kind of the periphery of the Viper's base. He's seen a bit of a hill here, has not really seen the hill down here. The Viper, look at the Viper's vision. So much better than Hera's. I talk a lot about when we watch Hera games about how I think he's the best early game scouter. In this particular game, take a look at the minimap. The Viper has seen basically everything on Hera's side of the map. But that being said, Hera's here now. He sees the gold, he sees the wood, he sees the farms, the town center. Plugs in some gaps in the vision. Jaguar. If only this was a Celtic infantry unit that would move a little bit quicker. No, it is just a basic spearman that comes with extra HP. Although, damage. He's taking damage. 10 more swipes from this Jaguar. We've got a bit of a chase here. The scout is going to come to help out. Yes, he is. I mean, at this point, the spearman might as well turn around and fight, no? What's the point of just continuing to walk? You are literally down to half your HP. Scouts are moving in. Skirmishers have been released onto the field of battle. 9 army supply to 11. The Viper is down 3 villagers. Interesting. The Hindustani with villagers that cost 10% less. So they're 45 food now instead of 50 is down 3 villagers. Although, you know what? Never bet against the Viking economy. Man, do they hit the ground running. I like to say that the Vietnamese with their free conscription they hit the ground running, but economically, the Vikings, man, oh man. Villagers moving faster, carrying more, just altogether more efficient. Without having to wait, without having to research. Oh, why did you choose the furthest possible villager? Is he gonna make it? No, he does not. Oh, if only he had chosen a gold miner. This could have been avoided here. Now the Viper's in with 3 scouts. But look at this. 11 archers say hello. And the Viper Scooby-Doos it and goes, ruh-roh, and gets the hell out of Dodge. Although, not before getting a swipe off at Hera's scout. Oh my god. That was a vindictive little move there by the Viper. Says, I know I have to get out of here, but whack, whack. Before I do. Oh my god. The Jaguar with 1 kill. That was amazing. I regret not catching that on camera, although I will definitely put that in a picture-in-picture. So by the time you're hearing me say this, you'll have already seen what happened. But remember, I didn't. And I love my wild animals in an Age of Empires. Some of you like that. Some of you hate that. But to thine own self be true. 4 scouts now trying to bust their way in, but there's a villager here. And like I said, now that he's walled off and now that the Viper has no ranged units here, just pure melee, there really isn't much that these scouts can do. Okay, speaking of scouts doing absolute jack shit, Hera's scout bites the dust. The last vestige of his Dark Age settlement. Will he get there in time this time? Yes, he does, although has to go a little bit around the jungle tree. And the Viper backs off. Hits Feudal. Immediately 1, 2 town centers. Hera sticking on just the 1, building a gate. Wants to put on some forward pressure based on the location of that gate. Ooh, has to be careful here. Don't open it accidentally. Okay, let's see it. 90% done. Ooh, Spearman sneaking his way in, but he's Jaguar injured. He is back. This is a 19th century expedition Spearman who went to look for Dr. Livingston. Instead got attacked and mauled by a Jaguar and now made it back. We'll see if he gets healed up. We'll see if he survives. And if so, how much longer? Now the Viper again trying to bust his way in, this time to the south, but Hera pulls a gold miner. Right? That's gold. Yeah. At the same time, crossbows are now facing not elite skirmishers. I took a brain, went a little bit ahead of the tongue there. In 20 seconds, they'll be elite. So Viper needs to be a little bit careful before engaging here. And look at Hera pulling a Viper style wall off with his super fast micro. I really am curious at the end of this game to see the micro levels, the APM. Oh, damn. 1 crossbow bites the dust. A few more take some damage. And now Hera has to get out of here. He's not pivoting with a villager here. Uh-oh. Palisades at I was going to say half price, half health. Oh, now he does. Okay. Look, never a bad idea to plop down some houses. Even if you don't use them, they do give you supply space. Movement speed of what? 0.9? 0.99 to 0.96 means that these swordsmen can actually catch up with their 72 HP to the skirmishers. Take a look at the villager count. Our Hindustani, who's housed at 70. He's housed at 70. Is he building any more houses? No. Maybe he doesn't notice? Takes a bad engage there. Lets the swordsman close the distance. Oh, no. The Viper's about to get squeezed. A 4th down center. A 4th down center. He is ahead 10 villagers. But look at army supply. Hera 3 times the army. And not a bad army that is at all. We've got the 1 spearman damaged. Still hanging out in the back, but 11 crossbows, 18 long swordsmen about to have +2 armor. If these were Romans, they'd have less HP, but +4 armor right now. Instead, they have more HP, but less armor. And look at Hera, realizing that he can take this hill, nothing to contest it. Is doing exactly that. This is exactly what I thought the Viper would be would be remiss to allow. He should not be giving up control of this hill. God forbid there's a castle that goes up there with trebs, and all of a sudden, okay, he's building an incredibly defensive castle. But Hera's out with a mangonel. Does he notice? No, does not notice in time. Gives the Viper a chance to split his units. Again, the splits, and now the mangonel should and does die. Taking down infrastructure here, taking down infrastructure here. I think they've got an attack bonus against buildings, right? Yeah, +3. Yuck. Attacking the villagers fighting this guy. That extra HP allows the swordsman to kill the villager, but ultimately with the town center backing him up, the villager is avenged. His family takes it upon themselves to kill that one swordsman. But what the hell does the Viper do here? 9 army supply to 32. He is 20 villagers ahead. 4 town centers to 1. And the Hera finally building a second town center. Not a bad choice. Why the hell not go out onto the map? Since you're the one putting all the aggression, the map is basically yours. Hera saw that Scarface blimp that appears, when is it, about towards the middle of the movie, that says the world is yours, and decides, you know what, I'll take it. Nice map, I'll take it. Chasing these villagers. No wonder he invested in armor upgrades. Wow. Hera. Unrelenting. I mean, he's engaging into town centers. He's throwing away, basically throwing away these swordsmen. We'll take a look. I mean, at the end of the day, he's got 5 villager kills. Do you think 5 villager kills is worth all of these long swordsmen, all of the resources that went into them? That being said, he's cleared out the Viper's entire forward infrastructure. He's taking control of the North Hill. This is terrible for the Viper. A second castle going up. Hera doesn't even have 1. And now he's down 27 villagers. But look at army supply. He is 7 times the army supply of his opponent. I'm going to have to zoom out. Long swordsmen are dying to the north. They did catch wind of the castle here. It is at 25%. The Viper might want to use some of this 23 villager lead to complete that castle. Let's see. In this situation, there is a clock on Hera. Who's kidding who? The aggression here is very impressive. Unfortunately, it's infantry, and their slow movement speed, even with the extra HP, means that they are, you know, susceptible. Very susceptible. Also, converted Gulam. We've got our first Viking Gulam of the day. But because he's down 22 villagers, I mean, I guess he's closing the gap, if you can put it like that. Decides to relocate that gate. He is closing the gap in villager disparity. The delta is getting smaller. But, loses a mangonel, does the Viper. The problem is, if he doesn't get critical damage done in the next, I would say, what do we want to say, 10 minutes or so, the Viper's economy is just going to overwhelm him. And if you let the Hindustani get their economy up and running, and they can trade resources basically second best in the game to the Saracens, you might be in a spot of trouble. And he, oh my god, he's got 11 times the army supply. 33 to 3. What the hell is going on here? How is the Viper so calm? How is he not panicking? He's building houses. Okay, and a stable. The chess piece tells us that horsies are going to come out of that. Okay, cavalry archers are out. Oh, beautiful attack rounds from Hera. A university. He's got no wood. He's getting a university husbandry. Beautiful snipe there of the 2 mangonels. There's only 1 remaining, and it has backed off. But this is what I'm talking about. Hera. Oh my god, Hera going up to Imperial. The Viper nowhere close. Absolutely nowhere close. Hera parading these units. When they're not attacking, they are doing drills. Our Hindustani cav archers are coming out. They're going to have more HP. They're going to shoot at moving targets a little bit better. And the Viper, he's safe. Hera is not really doing the damage that he needs to. This is crazy. What the hell is this? Look at this suburbia that Hera created here. Oh no, the Viper loses a cav archer with pathing his army to the south. You know why? Because look at his vision. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't know what the hell's going to come out of this fog. He doesn't, I mean, he knows now that Hera's army is here to the south. Cav archer's kind of hanging out. Got a 3 more trying to get some kind of damage done, but 1 tower should be able to get rid of them. They'll just pivot somewhere else. Not too sure where. They've only got 6 range, which means they do not outrange a town center at the moment. University went up. University is going to go down. Bad attack round there from the Viper. And now Hera, like I said, there's a clock. Otherwise, look at the villager lead. It's getting narrower and narrower. Our Viking is now up to 3 town centers. And our Hindustani's only ahead 17 villagers, but he will be a minute behind his opponent when it comes to going up to Imperial. He lost his university. That is very sour. He's rebuilding it. Oh, he loses a mangonel. The Viper's army supply finally above 3 for what, the first time in this game? Oh, terrible attack round there. Had an opportunity to get those swordsmen in a choke point. Ballistics also for our Viking. Man, Viking ranged units. I mean, no thumb ring, but I don't know. Still pretty damn good. And again, he's throwing away these infantry units. Is Hera not really accomplishing too much? Oh my god, University number 2. Hera wants to send the Viper into the Dark Age here. Forget your book learning, he says. I'm going to destroy every chance you can. Now another university. That was a university, right? Or am I tripping? Did the shrooms kick in? That was a university. So now the Viper's built 3 universities now. Oh, 5 seconds away from ballistics. Will he get chemistry? Where's he researching chemistry from? A 4th university going up for him. Oh my god, that is hilarious. And now he's blocking it off. Viper style. Villagers are exodusing to the right here. Hera finally building himself a castle at the 38-minute mark of the game. Army supply. Viper has been knocked down to 4, getting the old hand card. But take a look at how long that thing takes to research. The Vikings getting that for free. So powerful. And look at the villager count. Hera has managed to stabilize the villager count. He's only down, what, like 6%, 5% villagers? Oh no! Go left, go left, go left, you see it. Destroy it. Chattagny. 0 hand cannoneers. How many archery ranges? 8 archery ranges. A lot of them in a very exposed forward position, though. With Chattagny, remember, that adds 2 range to your hand cannoneers. Agree, disagree. I think it's one of the most deadly upgrades in the game. The hand cannoneer with a huge attack. So giving it an opportunity to shoot at you long before you get to it, especially against melee, means I think they get to shoot 1 extra round at 17 damage. I don't know that these trades are really worth it for Hera. I don't think he really cares. He's got so much army supply, and take a look at their range. 9 range, 17 attack, 75% base accuracy. Get the F out of my town, says that villager. Villagers are out a little prematurely, maybe. Why did he release those villagers? Remember, by the way, hand cannoneers also come with a +10 attack bonus against infantry, which makes them even more powerful. That being said, the Viper researched Chattagny to get 9 range, and look at him. He's attacking from the next tile over. Hera is now swarming. Oh no. Viper, for the first time in the game, has double-digit military count and is down villager count for the first time ever. Hera, Mr. Yo's a relic in the middle of the battle. Crossbows being gunned down. This is that extra range. Look at that 9 range. Means that these eventually, if the bullets can connect. 1 misses. Okay, 2nd connects. 3rd connects. Let's just watch 1 more. Fourth connects. Okay, skirmishers are here now. Viper taking the hill. But this is what I was talking about. Look at him. Where can the Viper go? He's got nowhere to go. There's no place he can move out. Hera's got outposts. Let's take a look at Hera's vision. Look at Hera's vision. This is just ridiculous. Just missing the south, and he'll see literally everything. Treb. The only Treb on the map. Blast Furnace. Siege Ram. Conscription. So his melee, of which he only has 6 units now remaining. So I'm not sure Blast Furnace really is the... whatever. It does take a long time to research, so might as well start that early. Ram. Where's his siege workshop? Okay, is a ram? No, ram's actually queued up. Conscription's gonna obviously help his entire military. At the same time, Viper is getting ring archer armor for his army of ranged units. These guys already have a +3 pierce. But look at this. The Viper has survived. This is why I was saying there was a clock on Hera. And now all of a sudden the situation seems pretty damn equal. Our Hindustani's got those juicy gunpowder units out. He's got a nice meat shield of skirmishers. I don't know where these guys think they're going. These now champions. They're going to die very quickly. Just have to make sure they don't close the ranks. They don't close the distance, I mean. And the Viper is expanding this way, but again, this hill just makes it so annoying. You can't really build anything on the hill. I said a tower, I guess houses as well, but man, and look at this, so much high ground. Hera realizes, why the hell would you attack at 100% if you could attack at 125%? Look at the HP on the castle, 3,600. 2992. That is insane. That is more than 600 damage per shot. But the Viper is letting Hera close with these champions while the skirmishers wreck his hand cannoneer count. Oh no, he's down to 7 hand cannoneers. Did he get the Treb? No, it's on the high ground. He needs you can't use the oh my god, you can't rely on the same number of shots because on the high ground they take less damage. You need 4 bombard cannon shots instead of the usual 3. Now he's going Gulams. These guys were buffed recently. They are much better. The Viper, oh man. He's got 8 champions, 13 champions queued up. Hera, I mean. He is completely at his 200 population limit. The Viper struggling. He's housed at 155. The castle going down really injured him. Injured his ability to get out the army that he needs. He's got to get some housing, and he's got to get it quick. Now Hera continues the direct onslaught right through the center. The siege rams chasing these units. At the same time, I was looking at the monastery. Viper has no relics, but all the siege rams are down except for 1. Reinforcements are on the way. Where's the 3rd? No, only 2 here. Look at this stream of units. Look at this. Hera unrelenting. The Viper finally has an army, but a little bit too late. Huh. Okay, I guess a lot too late. Wow. Hera. Where the hell is the 3rd siege ram? What? Oh. I'm going to zoom out. I still see only 2. It says he's got 3. Is it hiding inside one of these? What am I missing here? Oh, there it is. Of course, it's to the south next to a castle. Wow. I think this was a little bit of a disadvantage here for the Viper, these hills. I'm glad he took the southern one, but losing control of the... I mean, you saw the insane power of a hill bonus. This trebuchet attacking on a 600 or so damage to a castle that has 4,800 HP. 8 shots to kill a castle. What the hell can kill a castle in 8 shots? Wow. Epic game. The Viper, though, went a little bit too economic, as the Viper sometimes does. Who's kidding who? It's not the first game we've seen him do that. He gets his economy to the perfect, well, to what he thinks is the perfect level, And then he starts pushing out. Man, if you haven't seen some of our live streams, you definitely have to watch, especially the Rage Forest with the Viper. He waits until he has the exact economy that he wants, and then he becomes unstoppable. He just produces the absolute perfect army, and I think Hera knows that about him. I mean, these two have played so many games, not only against each other, but with each other, have watched each other's games. I think they've been friends for years and years. But Hera knowing exactly how the Viper would play it, knowing that he could take advantage of this big, juicy hill up here and completely, this screwed the Viper too, this annoying lake. I mean, take a look at Hera's vision on the map. There's nowhere the Viper can go. He can't even come close to attacking Hera's main settlement without Hera knowing about it. Where can he go? Through the south? There's a castle to tank, to delay. Through the center, I guess. The north, definitely not an option. But what a super fun game. Hera just unrelentingly aggressive. Let's take a look. 64 elite skirmishers, not what you want to see for a Hindustani. 135 champions, exactly what you want to see for the Viking. Peak APM halfway through the game. Peak APM, a little bit later than the Viper, but also halfway through the game. Hera with his usual above 200. The Viper approaching it. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Man, that is a lot of APM. The Viking economy, surprised. Actually, not surprised. He had a bit of relics. Didn't really play a role. Let's take a look at where he really shined. Food count. Oh man, wheelbarrow, handcart. Do they make a massive difference? That economic lead, plus controlling the map. Plus, towards the end of the game, it did seem like he started really outnumbering his opponent. Let's see villager kills at the end. Wood count basically identical. Food count, we saw the Hera just, oh my goodness. What is that? 8,000 more food? Gold, 1,800 gold. Not the end of the world with these kinds of numbers. Stone, an extra stone for about 2 more castles. And we saw the one Gulam convert here. I'm glad we got to see Shatagni. I really enjoyed that. 69 villager kills to 7. That's why the economy was so big. I think they were rare. They kind of reversed, right? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like the yellow line is crossing the blue line. I don't know. Sometimes this interface confuses the hell out of me. Our Viking, by the way, with those swordsmen, with the champions, with the infantry, basically killed 69 villagers for all you meme lords out there. What that really means, he only killed about 100 army, which is incredible. The Viper killed twice the army, so Hera being so much less efficient with his military kills, but getting so many villager kills. Maybe that's why the Viper went so heavy on the eco. I mean, the Viper generally does, but maybe an extra reason was because he knew Hera was going to just be sniping, killing, chopping down these villagers. I don't know why I highlighted a skirmisher when I said villagers. These villagers. And ultimately, Hera surrounds the Viper to the north, blockades him from the south. Parade pushes through the center with just an unending stream of units. Let's take a look at his infrastructure. 7 barracks, 6 archery ranges. Forget cavalry, and a bunch of siege workshops. Although this is hilarious. The one, I wonder if this is a misclick, if he just selected all of his siege workshops and just started producing rams. I don't know. In any event, once these guys came out, once they started destroying structures, once the Treb gunned down that castle, where was it? Somewhere here. I think, yeah, the Viper just realized, you know what, at this point, I'm down villagers. You are putting on so much aggression. I literally see nothing on the map. You have control of all of it. I haven't even explored this part where you already have a castle and a mining camp for the stone, the gold, the stone. And I think the Viper just knows he can see a few moves ahead on this in this chess game and decides, you know what, I just fell a little bit too far behind militarily, and now you've destroyed a third of my settlement and have not shown any indication that you're going to be pulling back. So I can expect more champions with extra HP, more skirmishers to snipe down my Shatagni hand cannoneers. And where's the Viper's gold? This is the Viper's remaining gold. Or is it no? Yeah, I think that's his only gold. Damn. Ran out of gold, our Hindustani. 600 gold, not bad. But at the end of the day, yeah, saw the writing on the wall, decides to live to fight another day. Hera, with an insane amount of unrelenting aggression, takes the big W. But GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.